There we go. So it started recording. That's just so that we've got a copy of this for anyone who can't make the call tonight. So thank you for joining us. Feel free, whether you've got your camera on or not, it's absolutely fine. I would just ask while we're just going through the call, just to have your microphone muted because sometimes there's background noise that gets a bit noisy. But we've also got a chat box that you can use if you want to type anything in there, then go ahead and do that then. I have, Michelle, I'm very pleased with myself. I've pressed the record button. So I've got one thing right tonight. We're all right, aren't we? So retail training, the objective of this training, it's not going to take terribly long, but the objective is to help you to consistently earn between 20 and 30 pounds an hour from a really well-based customer base. Okay, how does that work? Well, we have a proven route for you to follow. We've got brilliant products to sell, fantastic story that you're going to create to tell people, and a marvelous system for you to be able to follow. So the product to sell, of course, are our wonderful Avon products. What book have I got here? Oh my goodness, I've got an August book in front of me. This is good. Our fantastic catalogues have all of our amazing products in it. And people not only want to buy it, but they repeatedly want to buy these products, as you'll find out. Absolutely anyone can do this, earning up to 32% commission, including you. You might be sat there right now thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do this, but trust me, you can. So we're going to go through how you can make £250 in your very first month with Avon. Why £250? Because it proves that we have products that do sell, okay? And it starts your story off. It starts your story off brilliantly at the beginning. And it also helps you to understand that our system really works. And it creates an income stream for you to be able to fund even more growth in your business. So where do we start? We start with our market research phase, okay? So for your first 4 months, you're going to deliver 100 books a week. And that's going to help you to build a really strong customer base of 65. That's our goal, is to get you to 65 customers, okay? From month 5 onwards, you're going to visit your customers twice a month. Now, I know whenever I mention the twice a month to anybody, people always pull a face. They always think it's not going to work. They always tell me that I'm barking up the wrong tree. But I can assure you that it does work. It's something that me and Andy do in our business all the time, and it never ceases to amaze us. The number of customers that order twice in a month. And then we have some people who order the first time they see the book, and some people that order the second time that see the book. But we'll go into a little bit more on that later. Now, that's going to give you monthly sales of at least £800 and that income of £250 that we spoke about. Again, if you're not started just yet, they might sound like scary figures. But let me just share with you, this month, Andy and I, we personally sold over £2,200. So I know that you can do more than £800 for sure. Let me show you how. Our system is really simple. We give you the tools for you to be able to prep up your books. So you get the plastic bags from Avon. I'll do one of those, like here's one I prepared earlier. So you get the little plastic bags to put the brochures in. You've got the customer order forms. So both of those come from Avon, okay? And then we supply you with the little slips that let people know when it is you're going to go back. And you put these all inside that plastic bag. And our recommendation is that you pack the books exactly the same way. And I always say, have on the side that you've got the logo, the book facing outwards. And then on the other side, pop your customer order form, and in front of that, pop your day slip that lets people know when you want your book back. And the reason why you want to pack them all exactly the same is because then you can see who's been looking at your book. And that lets you know that the people that you've showed the book to are interested. You'll see really quickly people who have put the book out without even opening the bag and having a look at anything, because your brochure's packed exactly the same as you left it. Once you've prepared your books up, where do you go? This is how difficult Avon is. Go out of your front door and turn left or right. That's all you need to do. Start on your very own street, turn left or turn right. Also, have a little bit of a think about places that you already go to. So, do you have clubs? Do you have I know we've got a couple of people on the call who go to Slimming World, so perhaps you can take a book to Slimming World. Do you regularly go to any groups with kids? Anything like that? Think about taking an Avon book with you and simply asking if anybody would like to see a book. Now, here's the magical thing. This is how you make sure that you get orders. You need to collect them after 2 days. 2 days is the magical number. If it's just one day, people really haven't had enough time to have a look at the book. If it's more than 2 days, people tend to lose the book, forget where they've put it, forget where it's gone. And you're simply going to go back to the houses that you dropped the books off. And most people would have left them outside like you've asked them to. But if they haven't, just going to give the door a little knock and ask for the book back. Because some people, then for some unknown reason, if they've got an order, they like to hand it to you so that they know that you've got it. If there's no one home, then we've got little slips you can pop through the door just saying, sorry, I missed you. I'll be back tomorrow to come and collect the book. Then all you simply do is order the products with Avon and deliver them to your customers. That's as simple as it is. Now, you want to repeat these steps until you've built the customer base that pays you the income that you want. And to me, this is one of the best things about Avon, is that no one's telling you how much you can do. There isn't an upper limit on this. You can build this to be as much as you want it to be. It's simply a case of going and dropping those books off. So, what are the actions that you actually need to do? Reality is, dropping 100 books off takes about 30 minutes to distribute. I say about because it depends on the types of houses. If you're talking about terraced houses, I don't think it'd take you 30 minutes. I think it'd probably take you 15 minutes to drop those books off in terraced houses. If you've got houses that have all got a nice long driveway, it might take you 45 minutes. So the about depends on the type of houses that you're delivering to. It's going to take you about 45 minutes to collect them. If you remember, I said that you're going to knock on a couple of doors, so it will slow you down a little bit, collecting them back up. But collecting is always the fun bit. Now, you want to do this 12 times in a month to build up your customer base. With your delivery time, this works out in your market research phase that you're going to be earning about £10 an hour. And that tends to average itself out. So while you're building this customer base, you're going to be on about £10 an hour. You will have some collections that you do. So we're going to do 12 different collections. Some of those you are going to come across the law of averages where you do not get one customer order. It's normal. You've not done something wrong. Remember, we're looking for the places where people love Avon, and we're going to find some places that they don't. But equally, it will balance itself out with another pickup that you do where you get several orders from it. So it's just remembering that's part of the process and you've not broken it yet. So that monthly routine, once you've got your established customer base, so once you've built that customer base up, it's really simple. You're just going to split your month into 4 weeks. Week 1, you're going to deliver the book, the fresh book. So we're just about to start the first week of August. Show the August book to all of your customers. Go back 2 days later and collect up the orders. On the second week, you're going to deliver the products to the customers and collect their payment. On the third week, you're going to deliver the same book again and go back 2 days later and collect up the orders. And then you're going to do your second lot of deliveries in the fourth week. Always worth doing a text reminder to people in that last week just to see if anybody did want to order anything. And then you just start over again with the fresh book. You can absolutely maximize your earnings with the customer base that you've built by dropping that book twice a month, leaving it for 2 days. And your job as an Avon representative is just to provide really great, consistent customer service. And that's all our customers want, really, is that you go to them when you say that you're going to go to them. If you say that you're going to pick the book up on a Friday, you pick the book up on a Friday. If you say you're going to deliver their orders on a Tuesday, you deliver their orders on a Tuesday. That's all you need to do, is have that consistency in what you're doing. So I mentioned earlier, this whole, will my customers want to have a look at the book twice in a month? Here are some figures for you to be able to have a look at. And this is one of our great team members, Tony, just showing from last and back end of last year, beginning of this year, the first drop of catalogues. So these figures are in pounds, okay? So we're not October, when the customers saw the book for the first time, Tony collected up £832 worth of sales. When he delivered it for the second time to the same people, he collected up just over £1,000 worth of sales. And you can see through those 4 months how those sales are. Now, when Andy and I started showing our customers the book twice a month, must be about 3 or 4 years ago now, we found that our sales doubled. So from the same number of customers, we actually doubled the sales that we got from them. And you can see there on the other image there, the second drop of books from August, which I think is August last year, to 35 customers. Look at the orders. That's the second time they've seen the book. So I can't emphasize enough to you, if you want to maximize the earnings that you get from the customer base that you've found, please show them the book more than once a month, and you'll be absolutely thrilled with what you get from it. So what does good look like? We've talked about you distributing 100 books a week, twice a week, to get that sales of £800. But if you want to get off to an absolutely fantastic start, distribute 200 books twice a week. Oh, hold on. I'll just pop you on mute. There we go. And it's thinking about, if you want other people to join you on this journey, which story do you think could be more attractive? The fact that you've earned £250, or the fact that you've earned £550? And you'll see that you've got double the sales there, but not double the income. And the reason why it's more than doubled the income is because you've gone up to that top 32%. So what's the potential that we've got of art retailing then? I love this table because it sets it out really simply. If you put these books out, and this is, instead of just popping them through a letterbox, this is actually just knocking on the door and saying, would you like to see an Avon book? And when they say yes, that counts as one. Okay, so these numbers are based on people who said, yes, I'd like to see an Avon book. If you do 10 a week, for 4 weeks, you can expect to have about £360 worth of sales, which would earn you about £1,000 a year. If you do 25 books a week, you can expect to be earning about £3,000 a year. What's really interesting is if you go right to the bottom there, 200 books a week, which is not a ridiculous number. It really isn't. 200 books a week, handing them to people who want to see an Avon book, that could give you an annual income of over £25,000. Now, that's money that you get for a full-time job, and it wouldn't be full-time doing this. It absolutely wouldn't. You would need to put considerable effort in, but it's not like you're tied to that 40 hours a week drudge where someone tells you when you need to be and where you need to be. So if we look at that potential income there, £27,000, I just compare it. Okay, so we know anybody that I've spoken to that has an established customer base in Avon earns between £20 and £30 an hour for what they actually do. I know everybody that I've spoken to and got them to write down the hours that they do, they all come back with £20 to £30 an hour. You have a look at some of the roles that you've got here, and I'm deliberately going to go for the ones where you need a lot of training. So I'm looking at a software developer that does a 3 to 4 years bachelor degree, can earn between 20 and £40 an hour. We're talking about 4 months worth of market research for you to be on 20 to £30 an hour here. You've got a solicitor, 6 to 7 years bachelor's degree in law with something I don't understand after it, 25 to £50 an hour. You look at somebody like a nurse, 3 years to get a bachelor's degree in nursing to earn between 12 and £18 an hour. It really, really does pay. But something I've not even mentioned yet is online selling. And I know often whenever you mention like selling something online, people are like, oh my God, that's too complicated. I can't do that. Well, I'm just about to show you how much easier this is than you think it is, okay? I think all of us spend time on social media. It says here Facebook. You might be Facebook, you might be Instagram, you might be TikTok, wherever it is that you're on. Just scroll through it, because in seconds you could do a post and earn up £1 in every £3 sales through your store link just by posting a link. It is so easy to do instead of aimlessly scrolling. How does it work? So I've got a little video here. It doesn't have any sound on it. So I'm just going to keep talking through it. So you'll see here, we've pre-written a message that talks about the latest offers, and it's got your personal store link on here, okay? So this is the personal store link. Just going into WhatsApp, pasting the message in there, and then just editing it to say Howard, because you can see it says Howard at the top there. So, hi, Howard. Take a peek at the latest special offers with Avon and the link to the store. Okay. And then look on Howard's phone, he's got a message. Click on the link, straight to the shop. Personalised link that takes you straight to it. It's that easy to do. Use WhatsApp or text if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable about that. Do you know what? Your best buddy in the entire world is YouTube. Jump yourself onto YouTube saying, how can I? And I promise you, there will be 30 different people who want to show you how to do it. Always ask your friends and family to share your link or a post. They're your biggest cheerleaders. They've got friends that you don't know that will be able to buy from your store link. So always, always ask them if they wouldn't mind sharing something just to help you out. So I'm now going to take you through, someone can time me, 3 tips in 3 minutes. The chances of me like doing something short is very minimal. Let's have a go. Right. For any brand new people on the call, it is so easy to get excited every time you get a customer order to jump onto your Avon on app and place the order and send it off to Avon. And unfortunately, you're going to get hit with loads of delivery charges, which we do not want to happen to you. So just to let you know, top tip, we group our orders together and put them together in batches. That way you qualify for free delivery and none of your commission is going on delivery charges. So that's our first tip. Second tip, when you start your Avon business, Avon gives you quite a small credit limit. It's about £150. As your business grows, you will be able to increase that credit limit as you build your relationship with Avon. You pay some bills, they're like, oh, I can trust you, and they will up your credit limit. If you have any concerns about the amount of sales that you've got versus your credit limit, please speak to the person who recruited you, because they'll be able to have a quick word with Avon and just see if they can help you with a few more lifts in your limit, okay? Or your third tip, be bold. Follow the system. Don't be afraid of the numbers. And most importantly, don't be a secret rep. Let everybody know what you're doing. You will be amazed. I think, again, that we've got so many people who are like, I couldn't believe that my neighbour actually wanted to buy Avon from me. I didn't drop them a book. I chose not to. But you'll be amazed how many people, if you just start spreading the word, will say to you, can I have a look at a book, please? Or Even better, they'll snap your hand off saying, oh, it's not even booking ages, can I have that please? But you've got to let them know that you're doing it, okay? So you can use retail to launch your business in 90 days. If you want to, give your upline a call and ask them, can you tell me how I can make an extra £500 a month in the next 90 days? And they will gladly help you out with our system. And the last thing that I want to share with you, I think is one of the most marvelous things that we have for the team. No need to search for a how-to manual because we've got everything on newrep.co.uk site. Loads of really short bite-sized videos that just help you with any question that you might have about your Avon business, from setting up your own digital link to how do I place an order, what do I do when the order arrives, how do I do a return. We've got little videos that show you all of that you can watch as many times as you like to help and support you. I hope you found tonight's call really useful. If anyone's got any questions or comments that they want to share, please feel free to unmute yourself or type something in the chat box. But otherwise, that is us done for this evening. I did say that it'd be about 20 minutes, and I'm quite chuffed it was. Fabulous. Looks like everybody's got everything they need. Have a pleasant rest of the evening and hope to speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye.